Where my camera at? Okay, okay. Sometimes it feels like it's always a problem after a problem. Let me look at my phone. Yeah, you guys can't see me either. Okay. Hello. I'm starting to feel like my hello. Uh, uh, hello. Okay, okay. I'm getting a little too busy on the microphone. We gotta fix this camera. Doesn't look like my camera's on. Oh wait, so why wasn't it working earlier? All right. Um, I guess I can change some. Ooh, deep custom. I can't get no 4K. Um, nah. What does that mean? Hey, I'm back anyway. Let's see if this works because I'm a little scared. I should be scared. Well, today's another episode of oh, thank Lord. Well, today it's another. Actually, technically, it's going to be the first episode, I guess, of anim- learning how to animate. Yes, this will be the very first episode of the series where I learn how to animate, and you guys were going to be here with me too. Now, I hope you guys enjoy this series. We're gonna learn how to animate together while watching some videos. The video we're going to watch is Aaron Core most famous series by me meow three inside. But hope you guys enjoy. And yeah, we're just gonna do some typical starter animation stuff for this first part. We're gonna watch, then I'm gonna finally play that game I keep telling you guys about. What the I my tablet just turned off. What the what just happened? Are you serious? Yeah, but I'm not gonna do it like that. What the? I don't know what's going on with it. I'm so confused. I dropped it or something. It did drop. It did drop. Just because it dropped, it shouldn't mean anything, right? Let me bring this back up. It's behind the computer. I look crazy. Um, what? All right, it's back up here. It just fell. It says no signal, but I don't get that. That was to the microphone. Ah, you see, so okay, so why am I even turning on this microphone then? I'll figure that out later. Cause you, so basically, you guys can hear me through the computer. I don't understand why it just turned off and now it's not showing. But when it did turn off, it was showing off. It was like glitching out and having a bunch of colors. No signal. Yes, it does. Okay. See now, things are weird now. It's gonna see my screen. Bro, what the what is going on? Okay, I think I fixed everything. Okay, now all I need to do is figure out this microphone situation. Because I thought my microphone's been on this entire time and you guys been hearing me through my microphone. But you guys have not. You guys been hearing me through my computer, which is annoying and probably is the main reason why I'm so glitchy when I talk.
How to use OBS to record screen and audio. First, download OBS to your PC. After downloading, open OBS in the sources section. That's how we've added it. Select your picture to add your computer screen in the sources section. Everyone selects the plus symbol.
That's what I was just trying to figure out. How do I sound? Wait. How how do I sound? Can you guys hear me from here, or let me turn off this one? I just turn it off and not like. Oh, okay, okay. So you guys cannot hear me at all, not even a little bit. Hello. Today we'll be watching. Hello. Hello. Oh, y'all can hear me? Let me turn this up. Uh, hello? Hello? Y'all accept. Hello? Is it because my volume's low, or it is? Hello. Now I want to test out if y'all can hear me during the video playing.
Analog horror. It's one of my
Hello,
favorite internet
hello.
horror genres. It lends
Hello.
itself to so many unique creators and voices. You can make an analog horror series
Hello.
about just about anything really, and that combined with its very passionate community has led to several series that brought intense amounts of backlash and drama. But did these really deserve their toxic reputation? And why is it
Loud? Why is it so loud?
so common for the analog horror space to produce these super controversial series? Let's find out by going over the story behind 5 of the all-time most infamous analog
All right,
horror
hello, hello,
series.
hello.
Urban Spooks.
All right, it's not glitchy. It's not glitchy. All right, let's. Oh, okay, okay. It's not glitchy. It's not glitchy. All right, let me just make the screen a little bigger for y'all. All right, all right, all right. Now all I need to figure out what to do next is to all I gotta do is figure out next is to like so I can press a button, so it can just go up to my face. I want to figure that out later, but I'm kind of lazy to do that later, so let's try to figure that out now.
Select display capture to add your computer screen. That's how we now save location. After root section, FPS section. What the does that mean? What does that mean? This is OBS. This is where everything is running, okay? So you see people, this is where you get the comments. Everybody's laughing right now. What the does OBS mean?
This is a can capture your screen in OBS. Open OBS, right click in the sources box, click add and select display capture. Name it whatever you like, then choose the monitor you want to capture from the display dropdown. Click OK and your screen will now be captured in that scene. Here's things that we should do early on for streaming. In OBS, if you hold Alt, you can drop your source just by dragging on the red thing. If you hold Control, the source doesn't snap onto anything and freely moves. If you hold Shift, you can stretch or squeeze the source. Here's things that we should do
Can I not already do that?
for streaming. In OBS, okay, so this is OBS, right? Okay. This OBS right here.
Get real-world experience to the world of music and audio at Full Sail University.
Oh no, and I can't get copyright. No, please, I'm sorry.
We've got all of our action controls down here, and we can get. So we want to come down filling status. But the first thing we want to do in here is come over to video theme by night at themed. We've got to keep this back and that before and off mouse. We can also choose and we've got the chat here that's popped up, and we can pick this up and we can move it around. A super awesome channel that's ready for live stream. Once you've done that, you want to hit OK. Now, because I have picked YouTube live here, we can see we now get this pop-up here where once we go live, we'll see our YouTube chat. It says here,
I can't see my stream chat.
once broadcast has been created, your live chat will appear here and private broadcasts aren't supported. So we've got the chat here that it becomes a really big list. There's lots of different supported places, or we can choose custom and we can enter our own settings here to broadcast to other places as well. But in this case here, I'm going to choose YouTube, and then we can just click here to connect our account. It'll then prompt us to sign in with our YouTube channel. And when that's done, you can see that we've linked it here to a test channel I have, Justin's really super awesome channel right here that's ready for live stream. Once you've done that, you want to hit OK. Now, because I will appear for our chat, but and we can think on color if it's the 360 link on color if we want, lots of different stuff. And again, this is a super advanced tool, so we're going to keep this simple. So we're going to come down here to video capture device, medium or low, just so that everything matches with what we've done before. And I'm going to Insta360 link. And we can also adjust the quality of the webcam here at this point too. So it says the preset here is high, it's high, medium or low in terms of quality. Or we can actually specify the video resolution, again, 1080p, 4K in the case of this webcam, because it supports it. I'm going to choose 1080 just so that everything that medium or low in terms of quality, or we can actually Insta360 link. And we can also adjust the quality of the webcam here at this point too. So it says the preset here is high, it's high, medium or low in terms of quality, or we can actually specify the video resolution, again, 1080p, 4K in the case of this webcam, because it supports it. I'm going to choose 1080 just so that everything matches with what we've done before. And I'm going to choose OK. So right now we have one here at this point too. So it says the preset here is high, it's high, medium or low in terms of quality, or we can actually specify the video resolution, again, 1080p, 4K in the case of this webcam, because it supports it. I'm going to choose 1080 just so that everything matches with what we've done before. And I'm going to choose OK. So right now we have one scene, and this scene has me full screen here in the webcam. Let's go ahead and add another scene. And let's call this screen. Let's choose OK. And maybe let's rename scene number 1. I'm just going to right click on it and let's choose rename. Let's call this camera. So we have camera and we have screen. So let's go ahead and add our computer screen for screen here. Click the plus for sources. I'm going to choose screen capture. Now, obviously on Windows, it's not going to be called Mac OS. Screen capture, it'll just be screen capture or display capture. So then we can choose, do we want to capture our entire display, a specific window, or a specific application? In this case, I'm going to choose window. I'm then going to pick the window that we want to use. So I've got a Safari tab here open with YouTube, and I'm going to hit OK. And we've now got our screen here showing in this number 1. I'm just going to right click on it and now we can drag up. Okay. Now let's duplicate. Let's give it a name, screen with camera. Let's go OK. So we've got our screen. Make sure we've got this one here, screen with camera. So like an instance of it. If you call it here this up. I'm sure you guys have seen stuff like this before. Now we'll scale that up. Third one here, click on these things here to switch between the different scenes. And you can create a bunch of these different scenes to really build out. Click on these things here to switch between the different scenes. And you can and we can just crop this down here so that it's just me. 1920 by 10, like an instance of it. If we just brought in this one here that we've already created and then we made changes to it in our other scene, then that would apply to here too. If we want to create our case. Now let's say that we wanted to create a scene which is camera, click on that, and we're on maybe something. Let's choose screen capture. Now obviously on Windows, it's not going to be called Mac OS screen. Let's go ahead and add our computer screen for screen here. Click the plus for sources. I'm going to choose screen capture. Now, obviously on Windows, it's not going to be called Mac OS screen capture. It'll just be screen capture or display capture. So then we can choose, do we want to capture our entire display, a specific pen with YouTube? In case of this webcam, sources inside of a phone. We could bring in a web browser, images. We could do a background color if we want. Lots of different stuff. And again, this is a super advanced tool, so we're going to keep this simple. So we're going to come down here to video capture device. We can give this.
Okay. This is becoming longer than I expected.
The name. It's squarish, but now we can drag it around. We've got the top. Okay, second scene created. So the first one, camera, we click on that, and we're on cap. Scene number 2 is our screen. Then it's just our full screen showing YouTube in this case. Now let's say that we wanted to create a scene which is a mix of both. There's a couple of different, let's go, okay, device here. Now we can either add our existing webcam here, or we can bring it in as a second copy of a second instance of it. If we just brought in this one here that we've already created and then we made changes to it in our other scene, then that would apply to here too. If we want to create our own settings in this specific scene for that, then I would bring it in as a new camera. So we could call it here webcam 1 because it's still camera. V2 in this case. So I'm going to choose OK. Again, we would choose our camera Insta360 link. We can choose our quality. By 1080. Let's choose OK. And what we can do now, so that we can see both, is that we can shrink this down and we can pick it up, we can move it around, we can really customize this up. I'm sure you guys have seen stuff like this before. Now, if we hold down Option or Alt when we are scaling here, you can see we also have the ability to crop. So let's say that we didn't want this whole shot here of me. We can hold down Option or Alt and we can just crop this down here so that it's just.
Why is it?
Maybe now we'll scale that up.
Wait.
Maybe we'll
so why can't? So why is this like frozen? So why is this frozen?
So click on these things here to
Wait. Move. See, this is what I'm talking about. Oh, but with this one, I'm so confused. Um, um, I don't know how to switch up to it. Honestly, I don't. Ooh, same transition. Fade. Uh, uh, okay. Okay. It looks like it's working, but okay. Okay. All right. Okay. It looks like it's working, but how do I like just press the button and it just kind of fades to it? Let me.
between the different scenes. And you can create a bunch of these over this MX to take the customization to the next level. So let's just say we go back to the full camera one here. Let's just right click on webcam and we can choose filters. Now in here, there's audio and video filters and there's effect filters. So we just click on the plus here. Let's have a look at some of the things we could do in here. Chroma key, so green screen to remove the background. Color correction to tweak the colors in this shot. There's cropping, there's masking, there's scrolling, there's sharpening, lots of different things that we can do in here. But let's just pick color correction. And you can see then we could brighten the shot up, we could darken it down, adjust the saturations and boost the colors a little bit, all to help you really dial everything in. Now up here under audio and video filters, this is where you can add things like an equalizer or a compressor to dial in your audio. You could even add a delay to your video. If your video and your audio are out of sync, we can customize all of that stuff on. I'm just going to hit close out of this now. We can see we've got a color effect applied to this one. It's not applied to our other one down here, but we could go through and we can add that same effect to the webcam in here too if we wanted. And again, you can set all of this stuff up before you start recording or before you go live, or you also have the ability to do this stuff on the fly as well. Meaning that during your recording or your live stream, if you wanted to pick up this webcam here,
with Robinhood Gold, earn 3.35% APY with high yield cash.
I hate ads so much, bro. I was like, I'm over here, focus and just.
or even turn it on or off. You can easily do that here from the controls, and that's going to happen live in your show or recording. But there's another advanced mode that you could kick into here called studio mode. And it's kind of the mix of both of those. So if we enable studio mode here, you can see now we have programs. This is what's going live or what's been recorded. And we can also see a preview here. So you'll see now if I make changes in the preview window, let's just move the webcam over to this other. This gives us the ability for that to happen. So that's how we can customize up the scenes and the visuals and all of this stuff up while we're live here. Recording yet. When we want that to happen, then we can just press transition here, and now that has happened. So this gives us the ability to add text or graphics or things and to change stuff up while we're live here, but not actually push it live to our recording or live stream until we're ready for that to happen. But for simplicity, and especially if you're just starting out, you'll probably find it's easier to disable the studio mode.
Yeah.
Everything just happens in real time. If you're picking something up, that's actually, we want to pick which microphone, we'll put that down, or right, get things in even. But if you've got multiple microphones and things in your computer, then to actually pick which one this default microphone is, that's like, yeah, this is for the different scenes if we'd like to as well. Again, probably a little bit more advanced, but if we hit the plus, then we can add an input capture device for that specific scene. For in terms of actually live streaming from here, starting, stopping our stream, we've got the unstop the recording. You've got this here as a separate option for you. There's one more really cool setting that I want to touch on quickly in here, and this is the virtual camera. You use this, and we can feed this, and then whatever we're controlling in OBS will be, and then in one of the S, and we can feed this into those other tools. It really is as easy as choosing start virtual camera. And then in one of those other tools, we can just damage up the speed in, and then whatever we're controlling in OBS will be reflecting through into these other. So it's just going to switch between these without any fade. So again, we can customize this stuff up. We can also add a bunch of effects to here. There's a click on these things here to switch between the different scenes.
How do I switch between the fades like now? I don't want to like. Okay. This like how do I just? But how do I do that without like generally touching it? You know? How do I do that? What button do I press?
And you can create a bunch of these different scenes to really build out what you want this to look like. Now you can also see that when I switch between the scenes here, there's something to switch between these without any fade. So again, we can customize this stuff up, and we can also add a bunch of effects to take the customization to the next level. So let's just say we go back to the full camera one here. Let's just right click on webcam and we can choose remove. It's going to happen live in your show or record. But there's another advanced mode that you could kick into here called studio mode. And it's kind of the mix of both of them. We enable studio mode here. You can see now we have programs. So this is what's going on. I want this to look like. Now you can also this case. Now let's say that we wanted to create. I can here too. We're going to do option. So we can create the best video filters. This is where you can have this now. You can and we can also see.
All right. Do I have to press a button for this or? That's my text. um. Ew. Let's see if you guys can. All right. First, can y'all hear me? Wait, but I left on the. Oh. Okay. Okay. Hello? Oh, you guys can't hear me.
the painter. It makes sense to start with this one, since this is probably the first thing that comes to mind.
So that doesn't work. So that doesn't work. So that doesn't work. So that doesn't work.
Analog.
I'm trying to like figure out how to do these transitions. And yes, I'm able to fade really nicely. I really like the fade. It's just that how can I do this in live stream? Do I have to press a button for it? But like no one's really telling me how to. Um, it's I don't know, bro. Um, okay. I guess how to do transition.
Add scene transitions to OBS, you want to look down here. To add more transitions, you want to click on the plus button and select whatever. Finger is a way for you to add custom transitions. You can browse it in the view. Add scene transitions.
So, but that didn't answer my question.
Waiting screen on his screen. Like this. I'm just going to use a starting screen as an example. So under scenes, you just want
How to add stinger transition to OBS Studio.
changing scenes in OBS normally has a default cut or fade animation. But if you want to have clean and fancy transitions, you can add in.
I know the custom ones. I'm just trying to see how to press the button. This is becoming longer than I expected.
Adding a transition to your Switch stream can make things look way more professional in a very quick and easy way, and here's how to do that on OBS Studio. The first thing to do is take a look at OBS Studio because you may already have the dock for the scene transitions set up as it is, but if you don't have that, you want to go to the top here and click on Docs, and then you can tick it to make sure that you have it. So it's here, for example, and you can also add anything else that you want as well. Once you've got that ready, you'll notice that they have 3 built-in kind of default options. So you have swipe, fade, and cut. So that basically means that when you switch between screens, that's a swipe, for example, it's swiping it away. If you were to change that, you'll see that there's also the option for it to fade into each other. You can also turn the duration up and down in this box to play around with that and see what works to make yours look the most smooth. And as good as it is to have the cut, fade, and swipe as an option for you, it's nowhere near as creative as you can be with these. So here's how to add a custom option to make your
I'm not something.
the plus icon below this, and then you can click to add a stinger. What we're going to be focusing on is this stream. You can then name this whatever you want.
you do with your sources and scenes when you set those up. So for example, you can leave it as stinger, but I'm going to just call it transition, just to ease use. Once you've named that and click bottom, that looks really smooth. You can ignore it, so will you. I think it looks a little bit nicer for some of the stingers that I use. This is there.
I'm gonna figure this out. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a sandwich. This is somewhat ridiculous, bro. So I'll be right back. So I can't sing the rest because I'll be copyrighted. All right, I'll be right back. Just going to grab some water and we'll figure this out. I'm not. This is not going to be the Let's Draw live stream. We're just gonna um. We're just going. This is. I'm going to end the live stream. Then we're going to actually start to draw how to animate live stream. That'll probably be the next video. For a minute. I've been gone for a minute. Oh, I still haven't looked it up. Um, the strings. Oh, more like what button to press for transition? This. This evil things are about to things are we just saw we just saw a mystery ass beat, bro. We just saw a mystery ass beat, bro. They ain't doing it, gang. What the? I didn't say swipe. Oh. Oh. Okay, okay. All right. No, equal sign.
The second one.
It isn't doing it. It isn't doing it. All right. Maybe I needed another button to press. I don't know.
Switching scenes in OBS automatic. My girlfriend and I use this plugin to switch between our gameplay automatically because we both stream to one Twitch channel. First, Google OBS.
I just got a new scene transition for my stream that looks like this.
Streamer tip for Gun Candy. Did you know you can add transitions to individual sources in OBS? Look, we're playing Apex the other.
Add a scene. We'll call it start. Add a media source. This is going to be a GIF. Find your GIF. Make sure it loops. Click and drag that GIF. Add another media source, music, and browse for that music. And make sure that loops as well. Then we can add some text starting soon. You can select a font. If you scroll down, you can select a color, pick a screen color, and then steal a color from your GIF. We'll hover over the corner to scale it down and just drag it into place. Select start and just click up until it's right at the top. And now we've got a starting banner in OBS. Add a scene. We'll call it.
Okay, so on today's video, I'm going to show you how
From tiny first steps to their big debut, time flies. With a T Rowe Price 529 account, you can embrace today and plan for tomorrow in a few easy steps. Step 1. Open an account and choose an investment option that fits.
Okay, so on today's video, I'm going to make another episode. And I also have an entire OBS playlist as well. So if you wanted to see that, I will leave that in the description there below. And so typically, whatever you set up scenes that I have here, the way you switch them right now is manually. You would have to manually.
Yeah, manually.
And that's okay if you're only going to be recording it, like one scene at a time. But if you're doing a video, especially if you do like gaming type video, where you need to switch between a variety of different scenes, then doing it manually this way, it's really not the best way to do it. It's not going to work whenever you are recording your screen, and then all of a sudden people see you bring up OBS and switching these scenes manually. And so the way in which you will be able to change this is by using the hotkey feature within OBS. And so all you have to do is go down here to settings. And once you've done that, you come to this section called hotkeys. And here, you just scroll down to the bottom, and now you see all the scenes that you've already set up. And about the only thing you have to do is go here to switch the scene, and then you can assign the key or key combination that you want to switch between scenes. And so for me, I keep it really simple. I just assign numbers to each one of these. So if I press number 8, it'll switch to this scene. 2, it'll switch to this scene, and you get the idea. And once you put in your hotkey combinations, all you have to do is click on apply and then OK. And whenever you get back to OBS, now you can use the new hotkey.
Okay. Ain't doing it again. All right. Wait. Oh, okay. And I'll need. Okay. So I need to go to settings, hotkeys. Now I need to find my into apply anyway. Okay. But I can't go back. Okay. So settings, hotkeys, all the way down. Okay, get rid of that one. Get this one too. I need to make them better. Um, hmm. Apply. Go back. All right. Let's see. Okay, let's see. We can do this. Okay, let me go on my live. Let me see. Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's do this. It works. All right, okay, guys, okay, chat. I'm so happy it finally worked. Okay. Thank you guys so much. Um, hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm probably gonna put this on the main channel so you guys can help, so you guys can figure this out. By the way, sorry it took a while. Probably a lot of people are not going to like this video because how long it is. But I'll probably put like marks on how I figure things out. Now, and I'll see you guys later. Luis are out.